Uhuru Kenyatta today was in State House for EAC and SADC meeting. And of course, there is a peace meeting in State House, peacekeeping meeting in DRC. And of course, there are some shocking, of course, videos. Kenyans have check the video. Yes, from the video, we see Uhuru and Ruto together. And of course, these are former allies who are actually in love. Remember, if there is a government that ilikuwa sawa in their first term was Uhuru Ruto government. And of course, these people were pairs. But of course, walikosana when Uhuru chose to back RAILA Odinga's presidency. Now, you see, Kenyans are now asking the same questions, like if photo imeleta shida Kenya, because RAILA supporters are saying that RAILA need to wake up, and of course you need to quit your broad-based, idea with Ruto, because Ruto ni kama nakucheza, and it's like Ruto will actually shortchange you after 2027 elections. But I don't understand why this photo inaleta shida na watu ODM, because I think Uhuru just went there to, of course, for the EAC meeting. Remember Uhuru, yeye ndio anaenda na keep peacemaker kwa hizi countries zingine. But now, this photo yake na Ruto, it has brought issues because people are like, Ruto is just playing games with RAILA Odinga. And in fact, remember, Uhuru Kenyatta has not been happy with RAILA and Ruto. And of course, Uhuru has always been telling RAILA Odinga, wachana na Ruto. And that's why even Uhuru Kenyatta has, of course, come up with this candidate. And people say that Matiangi ndo candidate wa Uhuru Kenyatta. And of course, Uhuru wants Ruto to be a one-term president because apendi Ruto na apendi serikali ya Ruto, because Ruto has actually humiliated him in Mount Kenya. Now, here's the issue now. If RAILA sees this photo and Ayuko was State House Nona, and of course, RAILA Odinga being a co-principal kwa serikali, because he's a co-principal, he was supposed to be there. And people say that since RAILA is not there, this simply means that RAILA Odinga is not a top priority wa William Ruto. I tell you what, you see, in politics, it's all about being petty. Yeah, politics, small things matter. Small things, they matter. And of course, they happen for a reason. The fact that RAILA is not there, this tells audience supporters that indeed, William Ruto is actually, playing with your minds. And of course, Kenyans, those who are supporting RAILA Odinga, wanambia RAILA Odinga, you need to quit this broad-based government as soon as possible. And you see now, even Gachagua last week said that Ruto aliambia Gachagua kwamba huyu mzee nataka nimpange, nataka nimuite ni dismantle ODM. After to dismantle ODM, nimpeleke Bondo. And of course, that's what I'm saying here, because Ruto has actually managed to dismantle ODM. Right now, we're seeing ODM members wanapigana. Nuna John Badi anatukana Sifuna huku, Sifuna anatukana sijui Joe. And of course, there is wrangles within the party. And one of the key signs that a party is actually going down is when you see wrangles within. Ukiwa vita within, know that that party is not going anywhere. Remember Jubilee, kabla Jubilee kufe, there were wrangles in Jubilee. We could see Ruto na Uhuru wakipigana, and of course that led to Jubilee kukufa. The same way you're seeing ODM inamalizwa under William Samoei Ruto's watch, and that's what he told Gachagua. So this is a clear indication that there is a likelihood that Ruto and Uhuru are actually going to work together, and you will be shocked to see Uhuru Kenyatta maybe supporting Ruto. In politics, there aren't permanent enemies, permanent friends. It's all about interest. If Ruto supports or takes care of Uhuru's interest, what will happen? Of course, Uhuru will have to support Ruto. And now that RAILA Odinga has never been the president of Kenya, aje kwa rais, and of course andamani kwa rais, RAILA might of course vie, because Sifuna himself said that RAILA Odinga are never vie. So of course, if RAILA vies in 2027, this simply means that RAILA Odinga will be the most formidable opponent of William Samoei Ruto. And Ruto will actually focus his energy on Raila Odinga than Gachagua mtu mwingine, because truth be told, Raila is the most formidable opponent Ruto can face in this country. That's why Ruto took Raila akamchukua akampea kazi kwa serikali through Joe na wengine, because he knew very well that the only threat he has in Kenya is Raila Odinga. So if Raila advise, it means that Uhuru Kenyatta might side with Ruto, because now Raila na Uhuru pia wanani. So Ruto is actually playing his game well, because as a president he needs to divide and rule. That's the only way atapenya. Lakini akiacha wase waungane against him, of course there is nowhere he will go. And of course winning a second term won't be easy. So what he's trying to do here is just trying to to somehow maneuver the matrix. He's trying to, of course, play safe. Anakuwa safe na Raila Odinga, ataki kosea Raila, at the same time ataki kosea Uhuru Kenyatta. Unaona? That's why you see now he's smiling with all these people, because he knows that in politics you need friends all over. Now, this photo, do you believe this photo is actually having a hidden meaning? Like, do you think Ruto and Uhuru, the same way Kenyans are saying, do you think they are actually plotting something against Raila Odinga? Because Raila now has actually vowed to vie, because amesema atavai through Sifuna, atavai. So akivai, of course this duo Uhuru Ruto might be together. No, because Uhuru pia saizi ni kama kuna shida na Raila Odinga. So what do you think? Do you really think that this status meeting should be taken seriously by ODM people? Ama do you think this is just a meeting that happened today, and of course it can't happen again? I mean, you need to hit me on the comment section. Of course, we meet in the next video. Adios. If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dr. Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists. Thank you.